Hello everybody, I'm Barry, and today I have got something amazing, something beautiful, something spectacular, and that is a Screen Rant tier list. And not just any Screen Rant tier list, this is the 20 most powerful Boruto characters ranked from weakest to strongest. Now, if you're not familiar with Screen Rant and their wildly inaccurate tier lists, let's just say that much, they are just that. They are wildly inaccurate every single time. And I'm assuming this one is going to be no different. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to scroll down here. I'm seeing the first three and I'm already scared. We have Shin, Metal Lee, and a Kawaki that we don't know the strength of. This was updated on January 29th, 2022, which is very recent, so there should be no excuses. If there was something wrong with this tier list, they should have resolved that in their update. So I'm going to go through with this as if they are talking about the current characters. But before we get into that, quick editor's note here. I didn't know this, but the list isn't just the genin of the series, it's actually every new character in the series, which makes this list even worse than I originally thought. They included none of the Otsutsuki, none of the Kara members, which would have pretty much taken up this entire list, let's be honest. So yeah, I don't understand why they didn't include any of the Otsutsuki, at least include like Momoshiki, Kinshiki, Yorishiki, because they literally talk about the tuning exams in this tier list, yet they don't mention Momoshiki, Kinshiki, or anything like that, even though they invaded the tuning exams. So yeah, it just makes this tier list even better and even more hilarious because they don't include the literal strongest characters in the series up until that point. But yeah, either way, it gets better from there. So yeah. So the first one is Tolroy. I've done zero research for this, and I can tell you right now I would not put this guy at number 20. I'm hoping this is just they're doing like the kids of the series, like the genin and the chunin, because this would sort of make sense. But yeah, there's not much to say about this guy. Or this one, who got clapped by Sarada. Iwabe, this seems kind of low for Iwabe if I'm being quite honest. He's actually pretty strong. His earth style and all that stuff is actually really good. So I'm pretty surprised that he's this low. But let's just continue on until we see something really absurd. Sumire number 17. I don't think I agree with this at all. We saw how strong Sumire was at the beginning of the show. And her insane power with Nue, if she wanted to. She could probably beat most of the people that I'm about to scroll through on this list, so 17 seems pretty low. And they even talk about Nue right here, which turns out to be Nue that she can summon. Yeah, 17 for her seems stupid low. Yodo seems about right. You guys know I like Himawari, but what is she doing on this list? Himawari is out here saving cats. Yes, she knocked out Naruto, and it's sort of a meme, but she could not beat any of these people. Like, she just could not. She has shown 0 1v1, like, actual experience, so I don't think she should even be on a tier list. I put her number 1 on my other tier list, but not seriously. So, yeah. Chocho, number 14. Nothing much to say about that. Araya, also not much to say about this guy. He beat Inojin and then got clapped by Sarada in the Chunin exams. There seems to be a theme getting clapped by Sarada in the Chunin exams for these characters. I swear he beat Inojin. He is able to defeat the talented Inojin in an impressive battle, and he's below him. All right, interesting. I mean, I've said this multiple times. Inojin is kind of disappointing. So, yeah, he should not be ahead of this guy. And they contradict themselves in their own writing. But I'm not going to focus on it too much. Metal Lee. I think Metal Lee, if he actually showed full power, would be much higher on this list. It's sort of another Rock Lee scenario. They kind of have to have one of those characters in there where it's taijutsu, and once he unlocks his full power through the gates, he'll just be absolutely ridiculous. So I'm pretty excited for that. This is the bubble blower guy, and he's ahead of Metal Lee, who is trained by Rock Lee, one of the strongest characters in original Naruto. There's not even really much I can say about this. Like, I guess Boruto had to cheat to beat him, but I don't think he really had to. He just sort of did. Boruto was also actually fodder at this point. Like, he was not good. So Metal Lee probably would have beaten Boruto at this point. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. So we're just gonna move on. Kagura. Kagura was super strong. Probably should be higher on this list. But yeah, we'll see what else is above him. I definitely think at this point he's probably up there with the top 3-4 genin in the series. I mean, he's trained under the, Mizukage. So he's definitely pretty strong, probably above 9, but I'm not going to give Screen Rant to, okay, Mirai. Let's say I'm not going to give them too much slander on that one. But we now have Mirai, who is not one of like the kids of the show. She's genuinely a Chunin. I know that for a fact. I don't know what she's doing here. She should be higher than this. So I get Shikadai is strong, right? He's a Chunin now. Do you seriously think Shikadai is beating Mirai? She knows Genjutsu. She's basically Kuronai and Asuma put together. Like, literally, that's what she is. And she's like one of the head Chunin. Like, she's not one of these newly Chunin like Shikadai is. She is like team leader type stuff. And she is below Shikadai. I'm pretty sure she held their own against Boruto and Sarada at the same time towards the beginning of the series. These two should switch, yeah. So, okay, yeah. What is Shin doing on this list and why is he number 6? I'm really confused as to what this list is. I guess it's all like new characters from the series. Like, that would make the most sense. Like, they're not counting anything that is imported in from Naruto. So the Shin they're showing right now is not strong. Shouldn't be number 6, I don't think. But if you're counting all of Shin, like, I'm pretty sure Shin encompasses all of these people shown in the picture and the one that fought Naruto and Sasuke, in which case Shin should be the top of this list. And I've had my fair share of opinions on Shin and the fact that he's a terrible character, but he definitely should not be number 6. Yeah, he would beat Shinki. I'm pretty positive of that. Shinki is super strong. One of my favorite characters of the show. So number 5 isn't terrible, but Shin is definitely stronger than Shinki. And Sarada. I think Sarada would probably lose in a 1v1 versus Shinki. They fought, it was Boruto, Sarada, and Shinki, and Sarada got taken out, and then Boruto had to cheat. But now Sarada has Chidori. I don't think she did when she first fought him, so maybe that would actually be closer than I think. I'll just give Sarada benefit of the doubt. Boruto above Sarada. Yeah, that makes sense. Mitsuki above Boruto. No. If you're counting Mitsuki, you should be counting all of Mitsuki, which is including Sage Mode, but you also should be counting all of what Boruto has, which is Karma Seal, in which case Boruto would stomp Mitsuki. But as I'm saying that, I sort of realized we haven't seen all that much of Sage Mode Mitsuki. Like, we've seen him get hooked by Yoshiki, but we've never seen him like truly go all out. So maybe it would be closer than I think. These ones that are right next to each other, I'm not really going to go too in depth on, but Kawaki, we see Kawaki pictured. We have no clue how strong he is in this picture. And if you're going off of what he is right now, he is not the strongest, not even close. He has no Karma Seal. He has the Shadow Clone Jutsu and like the Fireball Jutsu, and that's it. I've said multiple times, Kawaki at the moment is trash. But if you're counting the flash forward Kawaki and saying he is stronger than this age Mitsuki, I'd say you are probably assuming correct. But I don't think that is a fair fight. So yeah, this is interesting. All this stuff I don't really care too much about. They could be flipped one spot either way. Those ones I don't really care much about. Shin should be above all of them. That's one I'm quite confused on. This one makes absolutely no sense. This is probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Literally contradicting themselves in their own writing. So all in all, it's not a terrible list. Sumire should be up more. Himori should not be on the list. Shin should be very near the top. It's not awful, but it's not good. And considering it was updated very recently, I expect better. So Screen Rant, do better. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.